Hello everyone, it is Ken Chrysler here, and welcome to another episode of VITA. We got a special episode here for you all tonight. It is going to be a good one too, a very good one. We're kicking things off with DJ Disney, which is the greatest general manager who ever existed. And look at this team: X-Patient, DJ Swifty, Brandon Styles. We got the best of the best. You all don't. But anyway, DJ does not seem happy. Something must have went down before the show. And I don't know what it is, but I have not heard from him tonight. And I don't know what's going to go down here. So, who knows what's going to happen here. Hello everyone, it's DJ Disney here. And I am the general manager of VITA. Some of you all seem to have forgotten about that, but I'm the one that's in charge, and I am the one that makes decisions. I don't appreciate some of the stuff that has went down here lately, like the PK Rebel going to his dad and trying to convince him to work with us or stay out of our way. He's going to stay out of our way, and he's not going to work with us, and neither are you. Management has everything under control. We are the only ones that can stop Franco Valentine Sr. We're the only ones capable. All you subscribers need to focus on your matches at Mania and entertaining the crowd at Mania. You don't need to focus on the real issue. That's what the grown-ups focus on. But tonight, we have another issue. Val Ryan, the accelerator, has went missing. Somebody has kidnapped him. I don't know if it's the demons. I don't know if it's the subscribers. I don't know if it's the FLH members. I don't know if it's Anthony. I don't know if it's the Congregation Federation. I don't know who it is, but I'm going to find out who it is. I can guarantee you all that. And some of these people, you guys aren't working out for the team. Anthony, you're not following orders. Ricky Pinkman, where the heck are you? X-Patient is the only one that knows what he's doing, and DJ Swifty, Ken Chrysler, and Brandon Styles. Everybody else, you need to stay out of our business, okay? Let me make that clear. You all need to stay out of our business, because come WrestleMania, it's going to be a fight. Whether Brandon Styles loses or not, it's going to be a fight. The Francos aren't going to give up easily. Styles is going to beat his dumb son, Franco Sr.'s dumb kid. He's going to beat him, and when he does, Franco Sr. is going to snap, and we're going to be ready for him. You all are going to sit on the sidelines and do your job and let the big boys take care of the issues around here. But tonight's issue is finding out who kidnapped Val Ryan. So if anyone has any information, please bring it to us. We will find out by the end of the hour, though, due to some technology equipment that we have. So it's a matter of time. You can either come forward now or be destroyed later. And wow, what a revelation. So Val Ryan is missing. That is not good. That is not good at all. And oh goodness, here comes another degenerate. It could be anybody. Anybody could have took Val Ryan. And Anthony is here, and we cannot trust this guy. This guy's a psycho. He really is. And of course, DJ's questioning everyone, trying to find where Val Ryan is. And yeah, anybody could have snatched him. But who knows what Anthony's going to say. I definitely didn't kidnap your half man, half machine, because I'm 1,000 times better than he is. And by the way, I don't take orders from you. The only person I take orders from is the person in the mirror. And Franco Sr. is terrified of me. That's why you haven't seen him. He's not going to be around here anytime soon until he has to be. I put him under the ground once. I'll put them under the ground again. And nobody is going to stop me. And you're not going to get in my line of the Francos. I'm going to destroy them. I can't have them around for the next chapter of 2K26. Because that chapter is going to be a spicy one. And I can't have any distractions from when that time comes. So you better watch your back, DJ. Because once this is all done, well, things are going to change around here. Things need to change around here. We don't need your leadership. We definitely don't need any demons around. We need something better. Something that brings people back week to week. Something that is very destructive, if you get my drift here. But I'll let this go tonight. But at Mania, once this is all finished, you better watch out. And we're kicking off our first match of the night is going to be the Fickle Bros and Renee versus X-Patient, DJ and DJ Swifty. Working together here. DJ's going to try a new team. He really wants to beat these twins. They have been nothing but successful. And tonight he's going to change up the team a little bit with some of our most trusted comrades. Unlike the subs who can't get nothing done. The X-Patient and DJ Swifty. There's been a lack of success against the Fickle Bros and all the demons in general. And of course, Renee's been possessed, so she's crazy. And this is the final episode, guys, till WrestleMania, and don't expect WrestleMania next week. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right ahead of time. We're probably going to be taking a few weeks off before Mania, just to make it really good. And it could be a 3-night event, it could be a 2-night. Hasn't really been decided. It's going to be at least 2 nights. So you're going to get, by the end of this season, anywhere from 25 to 26 episodes total. So this is going to be the, of course, 23rd episode. And the filler going into WrestleMania. So we're really not establishing any number one contenderships tonight. However, there will be a 24/7 match at WrestleMania, and there will also be a Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania. So if you're not scheduled yet, it's not over. There's still going to be 10 spots. 10 spots for anybody. So there's still time. That 24/7, of course, is going to be a 4-spot. 4 spots, because obviously the 24/7 champion will automatically be in that match. But it will be a 5-man Extreme Rules match. The 24/7 type. Also, the Money in the Bank. What we're planning on doing, because ladders stink, what we're planning on doing is doing maybe a 6-man for a briefcase. That's what we're going to do. Since the ladder matches are just... we could try to do a ladder match, but if it gets out of control, we're not going to do it. We're going to just call off the match. And who knows? So it could be anywhere from 6 to 8 positions there. But the problem with Money in the Bank is we don't want a 50-minute match. Okay, we got a whole show. So we don't want to do like we could do a giant show, but people lose interest after a while. They do. You have to, that's why we don't do 4-hour shows, 3-hour shows, because we want to try to keep you here the whole time. So that's why we shoot for an hour or a little bit over an hour. But who knows, with WrestleMania it could be different. We'll just have to look at it and see what part 1, part 2, or maybe even part 3. But the final part will be a battle. That is guaranteed. You guys are due that. And with everything going on, the situation's getting even worse. Anthony's can't be trusted. Obviously, he would try something, no matter who wins this war. He sided with us for now. Then we got the subs and the people like PK Rebel, Rico Sanchez. Don't forget Renee's sister, who want to get involved. And then we have our great management, who has everything under control. But then we also have Ryan Jolie in his game. So what is going to happen? I mean, there's just too much going on. And, I mean, we may have shortchanged the storyline here because there's too many conflicts at once. So I don't know what's going to happen. DJ doesn't like PK Rebel. He doesn't like Renee's sister. He doesn't like Rico Sanchez. Are they going to form their little group? Because Ryan Jolie's not going to work with him. And then we're not going to work with Ryan Jolie because he is a hypocrite and a bum who wants to continue to run his mouth. And he doesn't care what happens. He doesn't care if he gets his own people killed. He doesn't care what happens. He's so obsessed with avenging his brother's death. I have never seen anything like it. The easy path would to get out of our way and let management, who knows how to do their job. Okay, this has been one of the best seasons yet. And it's because of DJ Disney and me. We are the glue that holds everything together on this channel. Okay? And right now we're taking care of business against these Fickle bros. And their possessed little witch, Renee Fetty, who we've had a rivalry with also. But yeah, it's already been a crazy night with Val Ryan's missing. Who kidnapped Val Ryan? What did Val Ryan do to you? And there's multiple suspects here. I mean, it could be anybody, basically. But guess what? They may have deleted the camera footage, but within the end of the episode, we are going to know who's responsible. Yeah, because you know what we have? We have a cloud. That is right, a cloud. And the cloud backs up all the camera footage, you morons. So we will catch, at the end of the episode, who was responsible. But the question is, why would they kidnap Val Ryan? Why would they kidnap him? I don't know why. But something's off. Something is off. Anthony said that he's not involved. You know, so but do we trust him? I mean, come on. We know that they have that back in the day, some of the warlords used to use some of the machinery that Val Ryan used, like Jaquan and Willie did it before for the metal arms. But who knows what's going on? They could be reprogramming Val Ryan to get him on their side. But why do they want him? It just doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But hopefully by the end of the night, the cloud's going to tell us who stole that, who kidnapped Val Ryan. But anyway, we got this match going on. Our main event's going to be super long. So it's going to involve, it's going to be a giant 8-man match. A giant 8-man match for our main event. We're also going to have 24/7 title where the women are going to get one last big match tonight. And we're going to have the 24/7 championship. And the main event's going to be insanely long. So I'm just warning you all ahead of time. It's going to be it's called You're Going to WrestleMania match. Which means our main event will be one half of the tag champions, one half of the tag contenders. So Iron Taylor and Mr. Black. And this is an 8-man. So Iron Taylor, Mr. Black, and then the Intercontinental Champion, Mitchell, and his #1 contender, Luke Razorblade. And then the United States Champion, Gorgie, and his #1 contender, Mr. Amazing. And then the World Champion, Brandon Styles, and his #1 contender, Franco Jr. 8-man match, elimination. So yeah, it's going to be a big match. It's always called the You're Going to WrestleMania match because all of them are involved with basically title matches at WrestleMania. So it's going to be great. And DJ's team's just holding in there. And continue to see kickouts here. Another kick out. So the little Fickle bros, which I can't, they're so irritating. Definitely the weakest of the crew. And we got a 3 count there. And it looks like it was DJ Swifty that got that 3. And look at the X-Patient here. Dives on one of the Fickle bros. And DJ Swifty ends it. Oh, wow. Wow, so DJ's team does win tonight. And they defeated the Fickle Bros and Renee Fetzy easily. There you go. There's management for you doing its job. With the help of the X-Patient and, of course, DJ Swifty. And we're going to continue the night. It's Team Mad Melissa versus Team Dawn Myers. So Mad Melissa's got ladies first back together, it looks like. Don't know where Daniel the D is. Really don't care. Wish he could go away forever. But Alma Adele is working with Mad Melissa and Black Rose. So, I mean, all 3 of them have a history. And they're working against the sub-team, which is Destiny, Dawn, and Alice. The Dawn, it's basically Team Dawn versus Team Melissa in this matchup. So it's going to be a good one. But yeah, a lot to cover going into WrestleMania. Of course, this is going to be more of a filler episode. And we still don't know when 2K26 at the time we're doing this is going to arrive. So that's still... usually they tell you by the time WWE does their Royal Rumble. If you guys don't know what WWE is, it's they want to be like VITA, basically. But they make up all the rules. You know, we feel bad for them because their storylines don't make any sense. You know, their decisions don't make any sense. What they do with their talent doesn't make any sense. Let's just be honest. But we don't talk about them a lot because we kind of feel bad for them. That's why, because obviously our views are doing way better. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, what are they doing? Our storylines are the best. We got demons. We have a radical, faith-based, basic cult. We have Anthony Evil, and we got the greatest manager ever. I mean, our shows are way better. Okay, let's just be honest. Have you ever heard anyone in WWE getting possessed? I mean, it's crazy around here. It's more dangerous here, too. We take more risk. For sure. Our superstars are at risk at every second of the day. I mean, we've had people die all the time. But anyway. And Black Rose getting thrown around. We got Alma going after Alice. And this brutal 6-man women match here tonight. And we still have that big main event. That is going to be a giant main event coming up. Mad Melissa going after Alice. Mad Melissa's going to get a shot at that women's title. Going up against Dawn Myers. Of course, it's been a big win for Styles' group. Between Dawn Myers and Styles. Both going to WrestleMania as champions. It's been a big year for him. And we're proud of Styles. Styles does a great job. He listens. He's not insubordinate like other subscribers are. And yeah. We wish him the best going in. I think everybody's rooting for Styles over the Demon. I wish this guy would get his big head out of the way of our camera. You know, stop sticking your big head in front of the camera. Now he's sticking his arm. I know what he's doing. You know, if you guys didn't know, Mike, when he was in elementary school, he got in trouble because they had a projector up one time, and he did dinosaur hand signals in the projector, and then he tried to say, oh, I'm stretching. Yeah, it didn't work either. He got written up for that one. So, yeah, that's a story about Mike that he doesn't share, that I will share. And Mad Melissa just ate the pole. And Mad Melissa breaking up pins. Going crazy here. Look at the Black Rose throwing Destiny into a pole. Don Myers going after Alma Adele here. You know, Alma Adele, I guess Daniel the D has left her now. And I'm sure he'll have a new girlfriend in 2K26. I think he should be fired. Because what does he do? What has he done this year? He got beat up by Melissa the first episode. I don't even think he was in the Royal Rumble. What is he doing? He's just collecting. He's like, Luke, where's Luke Lasagna? Luke Lasagna's already bailed. The season's not even over yet. He's already gone because he's a complete bum. And the other day he made an excuse, bro. I'm being there. Esther has had an injury, and I'm being there for her. I'm being there for Esther because she's injured right now. It's like, no, that's not an excuse. No one cares about your nerd girlfriend. Both of them act so immature. They act like they're in middle school. Making faces at me all the time. They literally stick their tongue out at me. It's like, what are you, in 5th grade? That's what 5th graders do. It's basically with them, are you dumber than a 5th grader? That's their show. That's what show they should produce. It sickens me. And I am going to go on some rants tonight. Because I mean, let's talk about how lazy some of our employees have been. I mean, oh my goodness. Some of the laziness. But I'll tell you, at least finally Marcus and Iron Taylor found their ground. And finally got a #1 contendership. It only took them the whole entire season to do so. And who knows? I don't think they're going to be tough enough for Freak Nation. I honestly don't. I mean, I remember when Brandon and me used to have the tag titles. That was a tag team. That was a tag team. Of course, we were cheated out of him. But, you know, it was a great tag run. And if anyone had a chance, I don't even think we could beat Freak Nation. But I know for a fact Marcus and Iron Taylor definitely can beat Freak Nation. There's no way. I mean, look at all the people who have tried. Of course, the Lasagna Lunatics, we saw, they put up a good fight at least. But after that, I don't think we've seen Luke since. Maybe he was on one match or something, but we really haven't seen him since. But yeah. Yeah, lazy employees, of course. Old Twig's been a bummer. He hasn't done nothing all year. Blue Neck really hasn't done nothing all year. I thought we were going to get a team with him. He just bailed on us. I think he has something. He says he has something wrong with his shoulder. I don't believe it. I just think he's washed up. That's what I think. Shoulder injury. Yeah. Newson's the only one that suffered. Okay? He had to suffer from the hands of stinking Rico Sanchez. And Destiny. Oh, man. What a move. And Alice. So, we're kicking things off with 2 6-mans. I think our scheduler was supposed to put the 24/7 after the first 6-man, but what does he know? I mean, this is the same person that probably put JR in the same match twice another week ago. Doesn't know what he's doing. The intern. It's these interns. I'm telling you, these college kids are lazy. Text. That's all they do. TikTok. That's all they do. That's all they know. And Alma Adele going after Alice. And look at Alice. Oh, man. With the choke slam. And Melissa breaks up the pin. Yeah, Mitchell and Alice, they criticize our great manager. They want to be in control. But I'll tell you, I know what Alice is going to be in control of. I have the perfect name for Alice. She can be the new Wendy's mascot. That's what Alice can be. The new Wendy's mascot. That's going to be her job. Not the job of VITA. She's not going to be manager on VITA. She's going to work. She's going to be Wendy's mascot. Criticize our great leader. Yeah, I mean, this is the greatest leadership ever. If it wasn't for us, the demon would have already took us. And that's another question that a lot of people have been asking about Franco Sr. Where in the world is he? He's never showed up since that one arrival. Really. I mean, we've never had physical contact with him besides that. What in the world is he doing? That's another question that has me a little bit concerned. Like, what is going on there? Like, what is he doing with his life? You know? Is he... Like, what is he doing? There's a little bit more to this than meets the eye. And look at Alma Adele, that split. My goodness. What a split. And a kick out there by Destiny. If only she wasn't stupid. Because, let's face it, anyone that dates Daniel the D is dumb. Okay? And, oh, man. And look at Destiny here. Oh, my goodness. And we got another pin going on. And Alice gets a point. So, a point for the sub team. And Black Rose just got leveled. And a kick out there. Sub team's doing pretty well. What I'm seeing. And Don Myers is going for the pin now. Almost got it. But Alma Adele kicked out at 2.5. Oh my goodness. And look at everyone going after Mad Melissa here. And Destiny going after Adele. We got Alice going after the Black Rose. Can she get another pin here? Nobody's there to stop her. And she does. And it is over. The sub team wins. Alice with 2 wins tonight, Alice. Alice, you did a good job. Now focus on that and not telling us what to do. Okay, focus on that. Focus on being the Wendy's mascot. And don't focus on this great management because we are doing our jobs. I can guarantee you that. But what a great win. And now it is time for our 24/7 championship match. And JR is going to get a challenge tonight. Oh, man, it's going to be a big challenge. It's Possessed Devin. He is going to be challenging for the 24/7 title. And I will say this. The loser of this match will be in Money in the Bank. So, if you lose this match, it might be for the best. That right now, we haven't determined who's going to be in Money in the Bank, but we really look at it like subs that, you know, that show up, that are. So we definitely are going to probably put Wilku in, Revenge in, Money in the Bank, Judd, probably a few other ones as well. And then there's also going to be opportunities at the 24/7 level. I don't think any sub is going to get left behind. I'm trying to think of all the different subs. A lot of them already have a match. So, I don't think a lot of the subs are going to get left behind this year. But for Wilku, Judd, whoever loses this match, they're definitely going to still get a match. Whoever loses this match will not be in the 24/7 match. That's a guarantee. But, and look here. Oh, my goodness. JR levels Devin there. So I'm trying to think of subs outside. I mean, we got Christopher. We have Judd. Oh, man. Devin just hit JR out. And JR's been on a roll. I mean, he's won a couple matches tonight. He beat Tyler T last week. And or on the last episode. And he defeated somebody else, I believe, too. But tonight's one of his biggest challenges yet, possess Devin. But yeah, Revenge, Wilku, Judd, Christopher. I mean, there's still some subs that need matches. Cody Codiesel. So 24/7 opportunities will be available. And also Money in the Bank. 24/7, we could put some females in that one. But the Money in the Bank, we want to strictly do males for the Money in the Bank match. And I don't know how it's going to work. It could be 8 people. It could be 6. I don't know if we're going to do a ladder yet or not. DJ and me, we don't like the ladders. They get out. They take too much time. They take too much time, and that's a lot of budget. And we are trying to cut back on the budget, obviously. Trying to save the company money. Look at Devin going after JR. Oh, my goodness. What is he doing? Devin has become a savage ever since he's gotten with Abby Valentine. Talk about a bad influence. He got possessed by her, and we need to figure out a way to defeat her once and for all, because she might be the key to stopping all this. You've noticed that she hasn't really been in matches unless there's other people present with her. She's never alone. So maybe we need to take her alive. You know, somebody obviously took Val Ryan, and we will find out by the end of the hour who that coward was or what group that was. We'll see. But, you know, Val Ryan, he has to charge his battery. So they might have got him while he was charging himself, which would mean he's a lot weaker. Could have been multiple people. Who knows who could have did it. But we have somebody on the case, and we have the cloud storage. So you guys thought you were smart for getting rid of the cameras. That's cute. But we have a live cloud footage, and all we have to do is go back to the exact moment, which we don't know yet, but we will know by the end of the hour. And look at this. Man, my goodness, these people need to chill. They paid for a 24/7 match. They're acting like it's Hulk Hogan versus Andre. And look at JR. Now this submission's not going to matter unless he can knock out Devin. And Devin gets right out of it. And oh my goodness! It's a wonder he didn't kill JR after that. My goodness. The fans are definitely getting their money's worth. Wow. That was a hit. And Devin going with the stick here now. And JR used that stick before to, I believe, take down Tyler T. But Devin just keeps on attacking JR. And that was a big hit. And look at Devin here, trying to pull JR's arm out of socket. Goodness! And now JR's tapping. It doesn't matter. This match would have been over if it wasn't a knockout. But it is a knockout match, but JR just tapped. Oh my goodness. And look here. Oh my goodness. And referee's calling it. JR is knocked out. That was quick too. 24/7 championship match. Already over with. And Devin is now your 24/7 champion. So if you want to take that title, there's your opportunity. It's going to be a 5-man Extreme Rules match at WrestleMania. We're not going to do a singles for pay-per-view events for 24/7. So anyway, we're going to the main event. It will be the longest match of the night. It is an elimination. An 8-man elimination match. But yeah, very shocking to see Devin win that quickly. Of course, JR will most likely be in the Money in the Bank match now, guaranteed, which is a good thing. That is a thing to look forward to. That could be anywhere from a 6-man to an 8-man. We haven't decided on that yet. Look at Styles going after Franco Jr. Of course, Franco Jr. chokeslammed him at the Elimination Chamber. Cheap shot. Anthony came out and started beating on Franco Jr., and we had to call security. So it was pretty crazy. It was a pretty crazy event that happened at an Elimination Chamber. And then we saw PK Rebel trying to convince Ryan Jolie, we can help you, step out of the way or help us. Ryan Jolie's not going to do that. He wants the demon all to himself. He's made it clear. And he will stop at nothing. And look there, oh my goodness. Mr. Mason's been incredible. You can't deny that fact. I mean, he comes into the Royal Rumble, and he does decent. He did decent in the Rumble. But then, he comes into Elimination Chamber. He beats the PK Rebel in the end, and he gets a shot at Gorgie's title. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun match to see him and Gorgie fight. Of course, Gorgie's been with us forever, and the only reason he's been with us forever is because he's got seniority like nobody else does. But yeah, Mr. Amazing, this is his first year. Gorgie's been with, he's been before the channel. Channel was 2K14. Gorgie, I think, signed up at the end of 2006, SmackDown vs. Raw. Yeah, so he's been with we started doing wrestling stuff in SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. I was an intern at the time. Dr. Educator and a guy named Ron Shields was the commentators. They were arrogant parasites. If you all think I'm bad, imagine them. Imagine them being in commentary. They were the most arrogant human beings ever. They all got fired in the end. They tried to take over the whole show. They got fired for it. Thank God for Pineapple Blast. They were always trying to kill him. And it's like, come on. What is your deal? They were always after him. They had a stable, a bunch of goofballs. It was like Dr. Educator, and it was Gorgie, and it was Kong Chain, and I think Joe J. James was back then. And Ron Shields, which is like a nerd, it's like Dr. Educator's buddy. So they were all teamed together against Pineapple Blast, attacking him like 5-on-1 every week. It was insane. And finally we got a team together and took them down. And I got my commentary job later down the road. So, but, if you want to talk about history, because this is going to be a long match, and we can go over some stuff. I mean, Paul Weiss would have joined in, I think, SVR 2008, so he's been around for a while. And Blue Neck went by Bloody X. That's what he used to go by. But he was around in SVR 2006. Him and Gory X. Gory X has always had his name, but Blue Neck used to actually be called Bloody X. Gory X and Bloody X, and then Malcolm came later, involved in the storylines. And Mobster X, of course, was big part of SVR 2006. There's another guy that's really annoying. There's a couple other guys that you guys have never met. You may have seen Ellie once, but he's pretty annoying. And there was a guy named Frederick Duncan. I think he's been on the channel. He's a submission specialist. He's also pretty annoying. And then the Captain Britt was annoying. He was part of that season where Old Twig was trying to get through on NXT. That was back in SVR 2008. Old Twig was starting NXT. Talk about too late to start. But we had our own NXT league, and we would vote on them. And I think the winner never really went anywhere. So, but we had this whole big deal on NXT that you guys never knew about. This is way before the channel. This was back when Mike was in high school. So, and look at Franco Jr. going after Mitchell here. Yeah, Mitchell and Luke Razorblade is going to be an excellent match. I really think it's... I mean, Luke Razorblade is a former CTL champion. He's, he is really... I think he's a two-time CTL champion. You all can correct me if I'm wrong. But he's really good. And Mitchell's, Mitchell and people like Mitchell and Mr. Amazing, this is their first year here. And Mitchell's done a really good job being a double champion in the first year, which is crazy. I think he'll be eventually maybe a future world champion when Styles retires. But you didn't see that one coming, did you? But he definitely has a lot of talent, that's for sure. But that's going to be a great match. And then Mr. Amazing versus Gorgie. I think all the subs are going to be rooting for Mr. Amazing. Because Gorgie is basically the representation of what is not a sub. I mean, but he's had a good year too. Gorgie has been a lot better in his older years than his younger years, for sure. He came close to winning the world title one time. Don't forget about that. He's come close a couple times. But he won the United States, beat Mitchell, which I did not see him winning at all. I figured, if anything, Mitchell would have lost to the other guy, which I believe was Paul Weiss at the time, which may be showing up in Money in the Bank warning, just to warn you all, because he does have some stake in this company. Kong Chang does too, but I think we can talk upper management about getting him out of there. Because really, what does he do? Besides annoy everyone. And Styles trying to get a pin here. Luke Razorblade trying to get a pin. Look at Gorgie going after Mr. Amazing. So we're seeing a little bit of the rivalry already starting. Of course, Mr. Black and Mitchell fighting. I think we still have everyone in. And like I said, it's going to be a long match. We can cover some of the stuff going on. We're still looking for Val Ryan. Don't know where he went. That's scary. That is scary. Who knows what's going on? They could be reprogramming him. Who knows what they're doing? I don't know why the Demons would need him. There's that guy's big... I'm going to get that security to throw that guy out if he continues to get in the way of the camera. Him and his big head. He reminds me of the guy with the green hoodie. He used to be terrible. Really going back in time here tonight, are we? Remember the guy in the green hoodie? I wonder if he's still in that crowd. He probably is. I remember the woman that used to wear the orange, too. And I called her some names. I got fined for that. I never told you about that. Remember that old woman that used to wear the orange that was an elderly woman? Yeah, I got fined for that one. That was back in 2K16, one of my favorite moments, where I called her out on camera. That was, and of course, how can you forget the 2K16 table break with Walker? That was incredible. I mean, that was the worst decision, the worst referee decision I've ever seen in my life. And Mr. Amazing, just got dropped on his head. Mr. Black trying to go for an elimination. And somebody got eliminated in this match. And it was Gorgie. I think Mr. Amazing kicked out. Yeah, he kicked out. Gorgie got pinned. So Gorgie, the first one eliminated. Oh my goodness, Mitchell just tossed those steps at the Iron Taylor's head. Oh my goodness. And we got another elimination, Styles, with that elimination on Mr. Amazing. So both of the contenders for the U.S. title get eliminated first. And Franco Jr.'s mad. He is not as good as he thinks he is. And this is going to be icing on the cake for Styles. Styles is eliminating people left and right. He just eliminated Mitchell. So, obviously, he is here to win it. And Franco Jr. eliminated. What a bum. I'm telling you, Daddy's going to have to try to save you if he ever shows up. I mean, your daddy's been pretty much an absent father. I mean, we've seen him, but really he hasn't been around us, which is weird. I find that very strange. Like, why is he never around? Like, is he plotting something big? Or is he just, or is there something going on? It's like, he's threatened Anthony. And maybe he's afraid of Anthony. Maybe that's what, or maybe Anthony's like on his level. So, I mean, that's a possibility. That's what Anthony thinks that he's afraid of. I don't know. I mean, he's going to be a lot tougher than he was when you killed him. Look at Iron Taylor. We are down to 4. Iron Taylor trying to pin Styles. We got the world champion. We got the #1 contenders for the tag team and the Intercontinental. And we also have the tag team champion, Mr. Black. But yeah, Iron Taylor and Marcus, they're going to go up not only against Freak Nation, but possess Freak Nation in an Extreme Rules Tornado tag, which will be nuts. People are going to be excited for that. Because you saw the last time Freak Nation was in a tag team match, what happened, did you? Oh my goodness, that was the most brutal match, maybe one of the best matches of the year. They put on some of the best matches of the year. And I really, as much as I want Marcus and Iron Taylor to win, I don't know if they can. This is the toughest challenge that they've ever had. But who knows what's going to happen. But if they do win, it will cement a legacy for sure. If they do. They also may go to the hospital. I don't know what's going to happen. And Styles trying to drop those steps on Iron Taylor. And Styles getting thrown over the ropes. My goodness. Look at Mr. Black going after Luke Razorblade. Wow. Wow. And Styles going for the pin here. And a kick out there by Iron Taylor, who's not giving up. Yeah, WrestleMania's going to be insane. We got plenty of time, too. We got plenty of time to pull this off. Because 2K26, if I'm guessing at the time I'm doing this, which you may see it, they may make the announcement before you all see this and after I do this. But at the time, I think it's going to be in March, if I had to guess. I wish they would push it back even further. But that would give us like a month to work on a Mania, perhaps. Now, February does get pretty rough around February with weather. So, but that should give us enough time. And no matter who wins the World Championship, it is not going to go over well. Because both sides have agreed that they have a backup plan and they are not going to let the opposition take over. So it's not like, this whole deal between DJ and Franco Sr. that whoever wins takes over. That's not going to go through. Franco Sr. has already said it, so DJ's not going to go by his promise. And oh my goodness, look at Styles here. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's going to be right on the steps. Oh man. On Mr. Black. Of course, that's basically like a massage for him. I mean, he loves pain and suffering. And it looks like Luke Razorblade took down Iron Taylor. And look here. A kick out there by Mr. Black. Look at Possessed Black is insane. Styles trying to do a good job there. And Luke Razorblade has a shovel. He's taking it to Mr. Styles now. And I'm telling you, Luke Razorblade is a former CTL champion. I mean, this guy ruined Paul Weiss's life. He did it last week, too. And look here, dropping Styles on his head. That was a perfect opportunity to pin Styles, but he used a veteran move to roll out of the way. And Mr. Black doesn't even care because he's beating on Lucas very badly here. And I always like to say Mr. Black is the better of the two. I think the Freak has had the world title. I don't know if Mr. Black has or not. Could someone who knows the archives educate me on that? Has Mr. Black ever held the world title? I think he did once. In maybe 2K18. Maybe he had it once. And look here. Oh my goodness. And Mr. Black dropped on his head again. Oh, no, Mr. Black did the dropping. My bad. And look here. Oh, my goodness. And he's dominating these two. You could tell he's possessed. He's just crazy. These two are going to need to work together if they want to stop him. But anyway, If you heard anything in the background a few seconds ago, that was a fan that let one. It wasn't me. I did not fart. It was one of the fans. It was not me. If you heard it's a weird noise. Our fans are gross. Our fans in the crowd can get a little bit out of hand. And yeah, I'm pointing at you, buddy. It was you. It was not me. It was you. Oh, man. Come on, dude. No, it wasn't me. Quit saying it's me. It's not me. You're the one that was eating. You were the one that was eating all that popcorn earlier. Not me. And Styles eliminates Mr. Black. And now we got Luke Razorblade versus Styles. Oh, man. And Styles and Luke Razorblade, they've been on a roll. Multiple eliminations. I mean, Styles has gotten... How many has Styles gotten? My goodness. I don't know how many Luke's gotten, but Styles has gotten, I believe, 3 in this matchup. And now he just has to defeat the former CTL champion. I did not let anything. I did not. It's that fan. And if you continue to point at me, fan, I'm going to have security escort you. I've had enough of these fans tonight. I don't know what has gotten into you all. This is not WrestleMania. This is the last episode before WrestleMania. You all are acting nuts tonight. I know we put on better shows than WWE does, but come on. The Teletubbies do a better show. And Luke Razorblade. Uh-oh, look here. Luke Razor. Oh my goodness! Oh wow, I saw that one coming. Oh my goodness! And hey, we talked about that hand gesture. We talked it. That's a threat. You can't be threatening people, Luke Razorblade. And a kick out there by Styles. What a kick out! What a kick out! And Luke Razorblade's got another thing planned. He's just not going to quit, and he's got a pin combo here. And Luke Razorblade wins. Styles still did a great job. Styles technically won. He eliminated more people, I'm sure. But Luke Razorblade wins. And he wins the I'm going to WrestleMania match. So build some momentum up. Of course, he will be facing Mitchell at Mania. So you can enjoy your victory against Styles tonight. It doesn't matter. You're facing Mitchell, not Styles. But Luke Razorblade wins. And you're going to get fined for that hand gesture. That's a threat. It's a threat. What you did there with the gun. Yeah, we can't tolerate that anymore. And now it is time for the main event promo. And Styles has ordered a sub by the name of John to find the culprit who is behind this. And he's been led to WrestleMania. Who kidnapped Val Ryan? So the culprit is here already at Mania. And John Michael DeSanta is in the house. John's going to beat the tar out of whoever's responsible. Who is behind the kidnapping? Who is it? Show yourself! You don't have all day? Oh my goodness, it's Tyler T. So the Congregation Federation has kidnapped Val Ryan. Ryan Jolie made this order. That is what I have been told. And now Tyler T is confronting John, and there's been a lot of talks about this. And people want this fight. Oh my goodness. And next time will be WrestleMania. Oh wow. I didn't come down here for DJ. I came down here because I'm sick and tired of the suits. I'm sick and tired of people like you. I want Val Ryan brought back safely. And I have footage of the Congregation Federation kidnapping Val Ryan while he was charging his machinery. So you could either give him to me now, or I can go through you and get him back. There's a lot of talk around town that you and I look alike. But let me make this clear. We are not alike. I'm more stronger than you. I'm more faster than you. I'm better than you. And if you want Val Ryan, we're on the WrestleMania stage. You have to get through me first. And the people have wanted this. I want this. You want this. So let's do this. Let's kick off WrestleMania. You and me, John Michael DeSanta. You want the suits. You want to disrespect the Congregation Federation. Well, you're going to have to get through Tyler T if you want to get Val Ryan back.